Hi, boys and girls. So today we're going to talk about how subtraction relates to addition. Okay, so yesterday we looked at different ways to make 10. And we also looked at other fact families here, but we're going to focus today on 10. So we have 10 trucks here. I have 10 trucks. And I'm going to take one truck away. I'm going to take one truck away because I want a doll. So I took one away. How many trucks am I left with? That's right. I'm left with 9. So let's look here. We have one doll and we have 9 trucks. So we knew 1 plus 9 equals 10. And now we know that if we had 10 trucks and we took one away, we had 9. So what do you notice about these numbers here? I know that when we subtract, I'm using the same numbers. I'm using 1 and 9 and 10. So I can also subtract using those same numbers. Those are inverse properties of each other. So 10 minus 1 would equal 9. I also know that if I had 10 and I take 9 away, I subtract 9, I'm going to be left with 1. So if I had 10 and I took the 9 trucks away, I would be left with the 1 doll, right? So I also used only 9 and 1 and 10, those digits. And because of the inverse property, I was able to create a subtraction problem. So let's think about the next one. I know that this time I used 2 dolls, right? So I had a total of 10. That was my sum last time, right? That's how many I had all together. And I know if I subtract the 8 trucks, how many dolls do I have? That's right, I have 2. Now, do you notice how I used the same numbers? I used the 2 add-ins and that sum to make my subtraction. Now, if I have 10 total toys and I take the 2 dolls away, how many trucks am I left with? That's right, 8. Now let's do the next one. I have 10 total toys. What if I take my 7 trucks away? How many dolls would I have? That's right, 3. And if I have 10 toys and I take my 3 dolls away, how many trucks do I have? That's right, 7. And I can create this because I use the same digits from my addition. I knew I had 3 dolls and 7 trucks. So I can create a subtraction problem using the inverse property because I know addition and subtraction are inverse properties of each other. Now, let's create one using our 4 and 6. So this time I had 4 and I had 6. So I know if I start off with 10, that's how many I had. And I'm going to pick one of these add-ins. So if I subtract 4, what does the 4 represent in this picture? That's right, it represents the dolls. Then I would be left with 6. Because if I know 4 plus 6 equals 10, I know 10 minus 4 equals 6. I also know that 10 minus 6 would equal 4. Now, the next one was 5 plus 5. I had 5 dolls and 5 trucks. So if I have 10 in all, and I subtract 5, take 5 away, I know I'm left with 5. Because I know 5 plus 5 is 10, I know 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. Now let's look at 6 and 4. If I have 6 and 4, I know that 10 minus 6 is equal to 4, and I also know 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. Let's do the next one. 10 minus 7 is equal to 3. I know this because 7 plus 3 equals 10, so 10 minus 7 equals 3, and also 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. Let's look at that picture. So now let's look at 8 and 2. If I know 8 plus 2 equals 10, then I know 10 minus 8 equals 2. And then I know 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. 9 plus 1 equals 10, so I know 10 minus 9 is equal to 1. And I know 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. Now, let's look at 10 and 0. If I have 10 and I subtract 0, I'm still going to have 10. And the same up here at the top. If I have 10 and I subtract 10, I'm going to be left with 0 if I take them all away, right? Okay, boys and girls, today you learned about using subtraction. Knowing an addition, we know that the inverse property is subtraction. So I can use the same digits from an addition problem to create a subtraction problem. Great job today, boys and girls.